All right, geometry. Here's your video on 15.4 volume of a prism. A prism, as we've talked about previously, is a polyhedron, meaning it's a many-planed 3D shape that has two parallel bases. They're in parallel planes, and then a bunch of rectangular sides. So let's go ahead and get started. Postulate 15, or Theorem 91, depending on how you look at it. It says Theorem 91 on your notes. It says the volume of a prism is V equals BH. So go ahead and fill that in on the blank there. V is equal to BH. B standing for the base of the prism, and H standing for the height. And when we say height, really what I'm talking about is the distance between the bases. Distance between the bases. So it's the product of the area of the base and the height of the prism. Volume is a three-dimensional concept. So the base is going to be two-dimensional, right? It's got a length and a width, and now we're adding a distance between those two bases to that shape, right? So we got three-dimensional things now. Okay. That first example for you says find the volume. It's filled in here on your sheet. You can go ahead and fill in the base. That base is going to be 6 times 4. So where it says B is equal to, right, 6 times 4 and then equals 24. 24 is that area, that base, right? In a rectangular prism, actually, it doesn't matter which one you choose as the base. So I could have multiplied 9 and 6 and then multiply that by 4. Or I could multiply 6 and 4 and then multiply that by 9. Since it's a rectangular prism, the base changes, or the base could be various things because everything's a rectangle, right? So we got a bunch of parallel faces. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 6 and 4 are my base pieces, different than what they did here. And then my height, I'm gonna call 9. Okay, so I'm gonna take that 24, I'm gonna take that 24 and I'm gonna multiply that by a 9. We should get 216, just like they did here, 216. So you're going to take B times H equals V. So V is equal to 216. And then my units are going to be cubed, of course. My units are going to be cubed because I'm in 3 dimensions. 2 dimensions, I used 2 squared units and cubed for 3 dimensions. For this next example, I want to find the area of the base. The area of the base is going to be my non-rectangular sides. It's going to be these two triangles. So I have V is equal to BH here. I'm going to go ahead and find the area of my base first. So my base is going to be, since it's a triangle, 1/2 times the base of that triangle, which is 3, right? See that, 3, times the height of that triangle being 6. So 1/2 times 3 times 6. That's 18 divided by 2 is 9. So my base is going to be 9. The area of that base is 9. And the height being the distance between those two bases, that's 8. So my volume is going to be 9 times 8, which is 72 centimeters cubed. In the next one, again, finding the area of my base, that's V is equal to BH. The area of my base is going to be a triangle again. So 1/2 times my base 6 times my height of 3. That's half of 18 again is 9 this time again. So my base is 9. It won't always be 9. It just happens that these two are the same. And then my height, of the distance between my two bases, is 10. So my volume being 9 times 10 is 90 centimeters cubed. Okay, and lastly, this one's not in your notes, but what would happen if we have a trapezoid? Well, the area of my base is going to be trapezoid formula, so 1/2 times the height of the trapezoid being 4 times the two bases added together, so 6 and 4. 6 is that base. 4 is the other one. The height is the distance between the two bases on my trapezoid. So the area of my base is going to be, that would be 10 times 4 is 40 divided by 2 is 20 feet squared. Okay, so 20 feet for my base. And the height, the distance between those two bases, that's 9. So 20 times 9 gives me a volume of 180 feet cubed. All right, that's your notes. Go ahead and get started on your homework. Thank you so much, guys.